Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's a good day. It's kind of cold. Today, I would like to talk about IRS scams. Just being able to know if you are being scammed and what you can do about it. If you know of anyone that has been scammed, go ahead and tag them to the post, to the video, so we can get some well-needed information out there, just to make sure that everyone has to file their taxes. Everyone is filing their taxes so that we are aware of the scams that are out there and we do not fall victim to the scams that are taking place. If you know of anyone that may have received any information or calls saying that this person is with the IRS, I am going to talk about how you can tell if you are being scammed or not, if the IRS is scamming you, or if it's not the IRS. First, I want to say hello to everyone and let you guys know that there is a deadline for filing corporation taxes. If you have an S Corp or a C Corp, your deadline is March 15th, which is 9 days away. So definitely contact your tax professional to make sure that you have your stuff filed on time, because there are taxes and penalties. You are able to file an extension. Your tax professional can file an extension for you. Here's the thing with extensions. Even though you file an extension, that does not mean that you still don't pay taxes and penalties if you don't pay on time or file on time. Are you someone that is in need of, you need to check your refund check? You don't know where your refund check is at? Well, you can go to irs.gov and type in "where is my refund," and you can check your refund status. So now that we got all of that out of the way, I'm just going to hop right into it. If you're watching it on a replay, go ahead and type in replay so that I know that I can reach back out to you after the video is done. It's Mysherri Rhodes here. I am your tax GPS, helping you to navigate through taxes. Today we are going to be talking about the IRS scamming and how you can avoid being scammed. If you know of anyone that might have been scammed or thought they might have been scammed, go ahead and tag them into to this video. I'm going to explain how you know if you've been scammed and what you can do about it. So there's 5 things that the IRS say that you know that these things the IRS will never do. Okay, so the IRS will never call you. The number one thing is the IRS will never call you and demand a payment, nor would they call you about taxes without mailing out a bill first. So if you haven't received a bill and you have someone calling you, they're not going to call. They're going to do mail. They like old-fashioned snail mail. They're not going to call you and say, you owe this amount. The number 2 thing is they, demanding to pay your taxes without an opportunity to appeal or ask questions. The IRS allows you, in your letter that you receive, they'll say, do you want to appeal it? You have a certain amount of time to appeal it. Contact this number and this number and this number. So if you have someone that's calling you that's saying, you don't have the opportunity to appeal or not giving you an option to appeal, they just want you to pay this money, you want to be very cautious of that person. That is not the IRS. If number 3 is if they're requiring you to make a certain type of payment, like a prepaid debit card. Now, come on now. The IRS, they want their money. They're not going to say just prepaid debit card. They want cash, check, credit, they'll take everything. So for someone to say prepaid debit card, that is a red flag to me. You want to make sure you're contacting the IRS directly, because one, the IRS just is not making phone calls. Is that person giving you a call and they're asking for your credit card or your debit card? IRS typically does not take payments over the phone. They just don't. You can mail it in, you can do it online, but they're not going to just be doing that. And then lastly, this is a big one. If they're threatening to bring the local police. I've had a call. Someone gave me a call, and they were saying that I owe all this money, and in order to bring it current, I had to pay right now on the phone, or I had to pay right now over the phone, or they will bring the police to my house. Now, little do they know, they called a tax professional. So I start asking questions. How much do I owe? What year are you talking about? What's my AGI? And they end up hanging up on me. But those calls are out there. They're just calling. So I definitely want to speak to my small business owners or to my individuals who have not filed taxes. You haven't filed taxes in a long time, and someone gives you a call and say you owe, and the first thing you think is, oh crap, they've caught up with me. Let me pay these taxes. That is not the case. The IRS will catch up with you, but they don't need to do it over a phone call, or they don't need to call the police on you to arrest you. The IRS will come and get your money from your bank account, and without your permission. One day you're just going to go and it's going to be gone, or they'll garnish your paycheck wages. So they rarely reach out. They're not ever going to reach out over the phone, and they're not going to get the police involved to arrest you or anything like that. So I just wanted to get everyone abreast of that. If you know anyone who said the IRS are giving them a call, be leery. That's a red flag. Identity theft is at an all-time high. So you definitely do not want to give out your bank account information, your social security number, your passwords to anyone that's claiming to be a part of the IRS. That's just not how they work. I hope that, everyone is, it helps you to breathe, because I'm telling you, those calls can be stressful. The call that I received, it scared me, but because I knew better, I was able to be able to talk the person out of it and say, okay, well, that's not true. But for an individual who hasn't filed their taxes in years, and you just think, oh, they coming to get me now, and you just want them to leave you alone, you pay that money over the phone, that's still not going to the IRS, and you will still have to pay the IRS. If you feel like you may owe the IRS some money, go to 1-800, not 1-800, I'm sorry. You can go to the IRS.gov and get the 1-800 number. And once you get the 1-800 number, you can call the IRS personally to say, do I owe, and how much do I owe? And when you call them, they're going to verify who you are. They're not just going to give your information out to everybody. And they're going to also tell you what years you owe, how much you owe. You gotta be able to not get scammed. And I definitely know that I feel like they target people who are self-employed, individuals who have not what's the word I'm looking for? Who have not filed their taxes. Like, you don't know that you didn't file it, so all you're thinking is, oh, they're coming to get me. So just be cautious of that. If you guys have any questions pertaining to an IRS scam, just DM me and say, hey, this happened to me. If they send you something on social media, no. Remember, the IRS is still old-fashioned. They're moving slowly to not be old-fashioned, but they like that snail mail. So if you didn't get it in the mail, no. If they want your money, they're not calling for a credit card. They're taking it right out of your account. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're going to take it, and they'll give a letter, and there is an explanation as to how much you owe, the interest you owe, the penalties you owe. So don't fall into that. I believe that is it. If no one else have any questions, have a good day. Enjoy your day. Be blessed. Be positive. And remember, the IRS will contact you through mail, snail mail, not phone calls. They're not asking for payments. The police will not come get you. Okay? All right. Until next time, I'll see you guys next Wednesday at 10 a.m. It's Mysherri signing off. I am your tax GPS, helping you to navigate through taxes. Have a good day.